So I was called out to this job just up the road from where I live in Coundon in Coventry. A elderly gentleman gave me a call and said, could I have a look? He's got water coming through the ceiling. He thinks his shower needed to be resealed. Obviously, I got there and just saw this absolute monstrosity of a DIY job, really. So all the silicone was just coming off in strips, like really easy with me rubbing, my finger across it. It was, I've seen some poor jobs, but this one really took the biscuit. So stripping off this panel underneath. So the story of this is the average gentleman that lives here, widowed, lives on his own, and basically there was a previous leak before. He actually did all his own plumbing work. He's used to be an engineer, so not a stupid guy, just obviously in his 80s now, can't really do much, etc. And hired a company in to do this work, and he was never happy with it, but obviously kind of dealt with it. So you can see here the silicone, I was just able to just flick it off with my fingers. Again, I'm not sure whether that was down to the moisture or whether cheap silicone or what. I have had this before, but not to this extent where it was just able to just be pulled off, and it was just coming off so easy. Absolutely bonkers for me. Nothing was holding. Again, it had to be down to the moisture or just cheap silicone. Let me know in the comments, because you could just see how wet everything was with the water that had kind of been going through. I was concerned whether it seeped into the tiles, but we were kind of addressing and dealing with where we were at, really. So I hate talking over these videos, but I did have the guy basically right next to me, kind of looking over this, guy saying, "Oh dear," kind of knowing that it was a rubbish job and knowing that he could have done better if he was able to, and even to fix this job. But anyway, so you can see these, they had even put the panels behind, kind of obviously to build the tray out, or it was just absolutely shocking. But again, nothing was secured. I was able to move everything. The shower tray actually rocked and moved, so I basically realised that the only thing that was keeping the shower tray in situ was the shower screen itself. And again, coming to this at 3 o'clock on my way home in the summertime, a warm day, just couldn't, it's kind of like, how far do I go with this kind of thing? So I kind of moved on to the shower screen. So you have these caps that kind of cover these screws, and I basically flicked that cap off, and the screw just shot out. So this one is secure here, but you can't really see. But as I flick this cap off, the screws are loose, so even the shower screen isn't bolted into the metal, or it's cheap. Just really hasn't been done properly. It was at this point where I said to the guy, look, we need to strip this out, we need to let it all dry and start again. The shower screen just came apart so easy, just really kind of devastating for the guy. So even the screws pulling out the wall, it was just a shocking job that had been done here. So I'm moving on now, and I just want to kind of show you how the shower tray, as I said, the only thing that was holding the shower tray was the shower screen. So again, I'm able to just kind of pull this just with my fingers, one-handed. Again, just absolutely shocking. So not sure if I already kind of mentioned, so there was a leak that happened previously, hence he got this company in to do the job. But yeah, you can see these panels here, and like I say, the silicone I could flick off even in dry areas. Again, let me know in the comments, people, if you know what makes this happen. So I was concerned about the floorboards here. We were on limited funds as well with this guy. Obviously, he lives off his pension. We decided to strip it all out, let it all dry. I cleaned up all the silicone, and I told him that I would basically return to basically start again and kind of try and use what we had to carry on the job. So here we go. So what I've just kind of kept is the shower tray, the panels, and the trim going around. So we're back again, and first of all, I want to attack the floor. I'm not happy with the how rotten the floor is. So obviously, again, we couldn't repair the floor. Didn't want to get involved in anything like that. So we decided to put some plywood down, some hardwood. So basically, to secure the area, I measured all around where the legs were going to go, to kind of, and I think we went for an 18mm thick, piece of wood. So here we go. Here is the finished job. So we had to go with a new shower screen. I went with a better quality shower screen in the end. I put wood underneath to make sure that we were securing everything. So that's how I was able to fix the panel going around the bottom here. Sorry. So what I decided to do is to cut the strips of the plastic that was going around the bottom, to kind of make it flush with everything, and basically just filled everything with OB1 or CT1 as much as possible, really, to kind of, so OB1 and CT1 are like kind of your elite levels of silicone. You can't get better than those silicones, really. There are other brands as well, Fixall and everything else, Stixall, whatever. But yeah, it wasn't sticking in the corner there because of where it was rotten, so I had to put a wedge in. But as you can see, nice, clean, fresh job, used quality silicone, and yeah, that was it. So really happy with how this turned out. See you on the next one.